What's going on, guys? So we're now on location and we got the Evo 2 Pro Enterprise, and I'm hoping this mic is actually, let me see, maybe that's better. Gonna see how this mic is. It's hard to adjust the mic. What do you guys do when you're wearing it? Because sometimes when you're talking down like this, it starts getting too loud. But what I want to do is, for once, take this guy and test out the accessories. So we got a bunch of, well, we got a few accessories. We got let me carefully put this guy back in. We got the speaker, which is what I'm mainly concerned about today. And we want to test out this guy and see how loud it is, how it works, and really that's about it. Just kind of play around with it for the first time and see how this thing actually is. And also we got this little guy, but I don't know if I'm going to test this out today. I think I'm not going to go ahead and go crazy and just focus on one of the accessories, which is going to be the speaker. So the speaker, boom. And then we have this little guy too, which is the strobe, and kind of cool. I guess it's supposedly really bright, so I'm sure it's 3-mile visibility, which makes you legal at night, which is nice. You don't need to necessarily have a strobe with you, but I do have the Firehouse Arc 5 on it as well, just because I like those strobes. So with that being said, let me see, put this guy back in, and we're gonna go ahead and attach this guy. So I'm gonna open up the drone, boom, like this. And then right here, there's a little cover. So this little cover basically just pops off really gently. Boom. I'll try to get some footage of this guy, but a little plastic piece, and it exposes the port for the speaker. And this guy essentially, let's close this case, goes right here. So boom. Actually, there's a little cover on here covering the little port, so that's good. I forgot to take that off. And we're just gonna go and carefully place it where the screws are and screw the thing down. And now we have a speaker to play Hawaiian music through it. I want to do something kind of fun with it. But regardless, that's it. Apparently, it's pretty darn loud. I am not sure. I have not used it yet, hence the video. Let me see if this mic is all right. But as you see, looks pretty darn cool with the speaker, and it fits seamlessly. I guess it will fly relatively well with it. I'm sure you're not going to be using it for cinematic footage while you're using this accessory, but regardless, I'm going to take off the gimbal cover by pushing down, depressing away from the drone and pulling away from the drone. Real easy. I'm going to go ahead and put these guys away safely so they don't get lost. And then we're going to power on the drone. Boom, we're going to open the propellers to put less stress on the motors. And as you see, got the Firehouse strobe on there. So I guess that could be a reason to use the Firehouse strobe, is when you have another accessory on other than the strobe. So we're gonna go ahead and depress the back button. I got a full battery. Boom. Power's on. Place it down. We'll let it calibrate. Again, I'm not really overly concerned with the fact that the gimbal may not be perfectly level, because that's not the point of this footage. It's basically to test the speaker and the accessory, which is why you'd buy the Enterprise drone. So I opted not to get the smart controller. I got the standard remote just because I didn't want the smart controller. It's not necessary for what I do, and I like to stay consistent with my controllers that I fly. And this little guy in here has the Skyfire rig on it, right? So fits in this bag. I'm actually going to modify this case in a few days and make a little cut where the smart controller goes. So I'm just going to get my friend to help me out with some X-Acto blades and mod this case, and I'll show you how that is also when I'm done with it. But we're going to go ahead and get everything attached. I'll screen record and we'll see what happens and where the little functions are for the speaker once we connect. So we're going to go ahead and get this guy. This is the Autel bag, which actually is a pretty nice bag. Boom. And I'm just using it to carry the remote separately for now. So we're going to put this guy down. I got to get the cable for this. So where are you? We got a little Drone Valley cable, a little 90-degree lightning port. We're going to close this guy again. I'll put the controller down. We're going to power it on by depressing the power button. One long press. So we're going to make sure brightness is up on the screen, and we're going to record the screen, and we're going to see what actually goes down with this drone, with this accessory, and I'm kind of excited. We're going to see how loud it really is. So we're going to go ahead and connect the cable to the remote. Boom. Come on. My fingers do not work as well when it's cold out, but I don't want to use my gloves right now. So it says ready to go, app connected. You can't see that, but it's actually on the remote. And we're going to go ahead into the Autel Explorer app. And it should detect that the speaker, the accessory, is connected. So we're going to go into the app. We're going to see we don't have a good exposure. So right off the bat, I'm going to change it to auto exposure just to get that out of the way. And if you are doing an emergency mission or you need to do something quickly, that kind of is a good little thing to do. Just throw it into auto exposure mode or to auto mode, just because you can get there really quickly and then fumble around with that later. And again, if you're not shooting cinematically, it really doesn't matter too much what your settings are at as long as you can see clearly. So we're going to go into the upper right-hand corner. I'm going to make sure I'm still screen recording. I am. I'm going to go ahead and hit settings. And now, okay, we got one extra setting that normally isn't there. It's right below live. So it's small and it says settings, component, megaphone. So this is the megaphone. So megaphone record. Let me go into here. I thought there would be something more. Interesting. It should record off the iPhone mic. So apparently all we can do, so it wants to access the microphone. We're going to allow that. Testing 1, 2, Autel microphone test 1, 2. Maybe that's not the right thing to do. So here, let me see. Megaphone cancel. So maybe it doesn't show it this poorly on the smart controller. That may be one of the benefits of having the smart controller. Let's see what this says. I can't even see what it says. Megaphone record. Testing the mic, 1, 2. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Okay, so there's that. And now we're going to play it and we're going to see what happens. Testing the mic, 1, 2. No, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. So we're going to go ahead and play it. And we're going to get out of here. Oh, okay, so it records it over here and we can modify it and actually name it. So maybe if you're saying raise your hand if you need help or something, say for example if someone's in the water. I'm kind of nervous to test this thing. Let's see how loud it is. Okay, that isn't that loud from what I hear. Let's go ahead and get it in the air. Air, where can I put it? I'll put it on the ground. So get the props out of the way. And let's see what happens with this. So props spin up. We'll go ahead and make sure we're kind of in frame. We're testing. There we go. And let's go ahead and play it. Oh, it didn't do it. Wait, hold on. Testing the mic, 1, 2. Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on. I don't hear it playing through the speaker yet. Let me go over here. Testing the mic. So I'm not sure why this isn't working, which is kind of stinky. Let me see, I'm going to turn this thing down. I don't think there's any power button to this. I mean, it's detecting it in the app, right? So there's that. So it's playing, it's just not playing loud. So I don't know if I have to do something to control the volume on it, but that's kind of strange. So I guess I got to look into it a little bit more and determine what controls the volume setting, and if I'm having an issue because, oh, I'm not screen recording right now. Okay, so I had some little issues with figuring out how to get this thing to actually play louder, meaning adjust the volume. I had to call Autel because it was kind of tricky to figure out. I would have never looked in this little setting area. So I'm going to show you what that is in a second. We're going to set that down. I'm going to freeze my butt off a little bit more. It's cold out right now. It is 35, it says, but it's really damp out. So I'm a baby. I lived in Hawaii 10 years. Give me a little slack. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to connect this again to the iPhone. We're going to go ahead and record the screen. Whoop. There we go. Record the screen. And I'm going to show you where the setting is for the volume. So we have this connected. We're going to go into the Autel Explorer app, and we're going to move this histogram. We're going to go over here. We're going to wait till we connect. We are not connected yet. There we go. We are now connected. We're going to go into the upper right-hand corner. We're going to go into the settings area. I'm going to make sure we're still recording. And then we're going to go over to below where it says live. So we got gimbal, live, and then we got this little area that pops up when you have the accessory mounted, and it says settings, component, megaphone. Whoop, there we go. Oh, shoot. Let me try that again. Oh, why do I keep on getting kicked out? Probably because I have cold fingers. No, that's not me doing that. So apparently, let me see. I'm going to go ahead and try. For some reason, it's wanting to kick me out of this. So we're going to go, oh, what the f***? So that's weird. Let me go ahead and disconnect the cable and re-plug in the lightning. So we're going to go ahead and see if it pops up again. So the app keeps on crashing. That's not good. Let me close everything. We're still recording. We're going to go back in, or try to go back into the Autel Explorer app. So God, my hands are so freaking cold right now. This is reality. So we're going to go below live again, settings, component, megaphone. We're going to say, let's delete this recording and start from scratch. We're going to delete this. We're going to go mega record. Testing 1, 2. We're going to test the microphone on this Evo 2 Pro Enterprise. Boom, we're going to stop. I think we save, and then we can get out of here. Let me get out of here. And now, if you see, to the lower left-hand corner, there's this little microphone icon. We can go here, and now we can adjust the volume. So right now, let's go to 45. And I think we can play it here. Let me see. No, megaphone play, click to speak. Oh, this is where we can talk live, I think. Okay, so we're going to get reverb. But let's go ahead and turn it up not to 100. Okay, that's loud as shit. So we don't want to do that. So this is if you want to go ahead and talk live and say a message or just talk to someone who's in distress. So just know you can do that. You don't have to have a pre-recorded message. So let me turn that off. So let me go ahead and do that again. So if we press this, we can go ahead and talk live to a person. If there's someone in distress, we can give them instructions on how to get out of a situation, for example. But right now, let's go ahead and adjust the volume a little bit. This is where we're going to adjust the volume for the megaphone. We're going to hit exit. We're gonna go back over here, and I'm gonna hit this little first icon, and we're gonna play it. Boom.
Testing 1, 2. We're going to test the microphone on this Evo 2 Pro Enterprise.
So you could see you could barely hear it, right? So let's go ahead and adjust it to 70%, 71%, and let's try it again.
Testing 1, 2. We're going to test the microphone on this Evo 2 Pro Enterprise.
Okay, so that's significantly louder, right? Okay. Now we want to go even louder. Let's go to 89%. Let's go to 85%. Whatever, 80 somewhere there, 86. I can't do it with my cold fingers. We're going to go back over here. Let's hit the play button.
Testing 1, 2. We're going to test the microphone on this Evo 2 Pro Enterprise.
Okay, so that's pretty darn loud. Now we're going to go ahead and hit 100, and we're going to have to kind of hold our eardrums shut because this is going to be loud. So this is what we want in case of distress, all right? Boom.
Testing 1, 2. We're going to test the microphone on this Evo 2 Pro Enterprise.
So that's going to clip my mic, I'm sure, and be really loud, including being in the air. So let's get this thing in the air and kind of see if we can tell anything by how loud it is. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it to 100 to make sure someone could hear me if we're in distress in a real life situation. We're going to get this guy up. Let's go ahead and go further away a little bit. Here, let's go down a little. Can you see it? No? I don't know if you could see it yet. Can you see it? Let's go over here. So it's basically behind the fountain, and we're going to go ahead and try and see, making sure I'm still screen recording. I am, and we're going to go back over here and play it.
Testing 1, 2. We're going to test the microphone on this Evo 2 Pro Enterprise.
So that definitely is enough to get through most situations, which is really cool, actually. I'm kind of digging this. So that's a very cool feature to have built into your drone, and you can always obviously do search and rescue work if that's what you do. I don't. I'd love to get into it, but I haven't yet. But just to basically offer help to someone who's in distress or have that service set aside for your drone company is a really cool thing to have. So a huge score for the Enterprise. Let me see. Let's go further. Let me go and get out of here. So let's go over here. I'm gonna go further. Let's see how far I am. So let's go like 200 and almost 300 feet away. Turn it around to me, and let's see if we can hear this thing, making sure the volume, again, lower left-hand corner, we're set to 100. I'm gonna hit Megaphone exit to get out of there. Upper right-hand corner, go to the settings live area, and so you can hear it. It's not gonna be as clear. You would probably wanna be within 100 feet of your subject. So let's go closer. Let's go basically right here. We're gonna go like a real life situation, although this is kind of still a little far, and we'll go ahead and try that one more time. And we're gonna go over here and hit the play button.
Testing 1, 2. We're going to test the microphone on this Evo 2 Pro Enterprise.
So you'd probably still want to be closer than that to your subject, honestly. Maybe, ideally, probably like this, like really close. So this is basically right at the edge of the fountain. I can't tell if you can see that. Can you see that? But regardless, let's do it one more time. We're gonna go and test this out.
Testing 1, 2. We're going to test the microphone on this Evo 2 Pro Enterprise.
And you could pretty clearly hear that basically 20, 30 feet away. So definitely cool. Definitely, whoop. I kind of want to do something fun like play Hawaiian music through this thing, but in actuality, it's a very functional, cool tool to have as a drone pilot. We're going to go ahead and land it. And that's it. So basically, Evo 2 Pro Enterprise 6K Megaphone for the win. Hope that helps explain a little bit. It definitely helped figure out this megaphone and how to use it in case I do have a real life situation now. So anyway, that's it guys. I'm freezing my ass off. Goodbye. Happy New Year too. 2022, let's kick some ass and good drone vibes. Bye.
If you found this video helpful or pretty cool, hit the notification bell, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, guys, and thank you for the support. Happy New Year. Let's kick ass in 2022.